Juliana Rodriguez had an impressive performance in the PTVI, the para triathlon, a sprint distance triathlon. That was just 2 days ago, and she dominated that event. Absolutely wonderful performance, and just looked very natural on the run. So it's not a surprise to see her in contention here.
Yeah, plenty to look forward to on this morning here on the 4th day of competition at the para-athletics here at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympics. The weather is going to be warm again. The action is going to be warm on the track as well.
Men's javelin action, F46. It's been underway for a little while now. Devendra of India, a world record 63.97. That is also Paralympic record mark. It's gold in Rio and Athens, that man. So India well represented here, as is Japan. Buenaventura of Mexico. And Herath of Sri Lanka. Gurjar, first attempt for him.
Please welcome the medalists.
And a pretty decent opening effort. Did wrestling and athletics prior to his accident, and it's turned into a very good thrower. Herath of Sri Lanka, 35-year-old, won the Asian Para Games and was 3rd in Rio. So the javelin's flying pretty well in these opening attempts under the sunny skies of Tokyo. Well past 60 metres there. Of this little car that brings the javelin back from the outfield. 62.58, and that's a career best. Now, Devendra, world record holder. Just checks the footwork, it's okay, and just nudges it past 60 metres. He's also world champion in 2013, apart from his 2 Paralympic victories. And out of Jaipur. So is Gurjar, actually, both from the same city. And a 60.28 for Devendra. Almost certain to improve on that. Now, Orona Gonzalez. Personal best of 59.95. Oh, he's just smashed his PB easily. That's what happens here in Tokyo, in this arena. They just can't help themselves. They throw longer, they jump further, they run faster. And it just kept going and going, and well, 59.95 previously. And 60.96, so he's thrown another metre.
Well, it's always lovely to get over a big marker such as 60 metres. You can say, well, I throw over 60, and it's athletes have those psychological barriers, and they're very rewarding when you break them.
Gurjar opened up with a 62.26, which is a very good throw for him. A season best, but not quite so far with that one. very still in the stadium. Sunda Gurjar, 60-20. Buenaventura had a 55-16. Was sixth in Rio, fifth at the 2019 World Championships.
There are 4 heats coming up, only the winner in each heat, and 4 time qualifiers for each tonight's semi-finals.
61-63 is his best.
2 athletes in this one. First of all, Juliana Boko on Paralympic debut for Angola.
Not far short of that. It's amazing how many javelin throwers just idolised the great Czech Jan Železný. You look down through their profiles, who's an influence, who's motivated you to start, who's an idol. It's Železný, 4 times out of 5. Multiple Olympic gold medalist.
With so much around technique when it comes to throwing, they could.
His club has a gold.
More action from the javelin and Herath of Sri Lanka. Looks the part. It's out well past 60 metres. Adjust the footwear. There's a lot of power goes through the feet as they plant and deliver, and the right shoulder to work in his case. It's like 62 and change. 62-19. Now, Devendra. I wonder if we're going to see something special out of our world record holder today. Not with that one. He pulls up well short of the line. Be careful not to, with all that forward momentum, that you are able to keep it legal. Probably gave up a metre with the throw.
It does look a slightly less convincing runner than we've seen from some of the athletes, but it's obviously what works for him. But he doesn't come out and perform at these major championships that often, so he might take a few throws maybe to find his rhythm again on this Paralympic stage.
Talk about a very disrupted year with limited competition for lots of athletes.
We head back to the field.
The javelin throw, F46. And some big throws are starting to come. Here's Herath again from Sri Lanka. Whoa! It's about after 67 or so metres. That's massive. He knows it.
That is absolutely huge. He came in with a personal best of a 61.84 and superseded that by almost a metre in the first attempt, and now has just gone big.
Yeah, he beat it with his first 2 throws. 62.19 he's second, but this is something else again. It really flew down the stadium. And it's at least 65 or 6. No, 67.79. That is some kind of new world record that did belong to Devendra. It was 63.97. So he's added nearly 4 metres to it.
That is absolutely incredible.
Well, Devendra needs to respond. And here he is. Paralympic champion from Rio, ordering it to go further. And that might have beaten his old world record as well. Not as long as Herath. So out towards 65 metres. So 64.35. So he has beaten his old mark of 63.97, but he's still chasing Herath.
Well, that can happen, can't it, in a year like this when these athletes, well, a couple of years have maybe not competed as much on the international circuit, but training has obviously been going very well for Herath.
Verona Gonzalez of Cuba opened up with a 60.96.
Great start on the inside with Luis the outside
well, this checks everything's in order. Gives a good bellow even before he throws and sets off. He's well motivated. Verona Gonzalez, Cuba. Out towards 64 meters. Maybe just shy of that. Personal best of 59.95 coming in. He beat that with his first attempt with a 60.96.
Sri Lanka 1, India 2, India 3, and Cuba has just moved in to third place, 63.13, and that is an area record.
It was good. He's one passionate thrower, and there's a few of them out there. And 63.30. Into third position for the moment. Another career best. Men's javelin action, Verona Gonzalez. Been sitting just outside the medals for a while. New area record of 63.30 is thrown recently.
Ladies and gentlemen, victory ceremony for the men's 100 meters T33. Please welcome the medalists.
Loving the expression, the energy that goes into the run-up, but as much of the energy that goes in to willing that javelin. And the celebrations to boot.
He's quite a performer, and he's quite an athlete. Well, that 63.30 was a little while ago. 62.60 he's thrown since. Now Gurjar. A couple of fouls. He's very close to the line. He's using the maximum he can. And out towards 65 metres.
Oh, best he'd thrown so far, 62.26, leading into that fifth throw. I think we're expecting something a little further.
Career best of 64.11. Double world champion he is. And 64.01.
That moves him up into medal contention.
Final throw for Verona Gonzalez.
He's got a personal best of 49.46 coming away on this front. Burrows in second. Chica of Tunisia outside him. 51.29 the winning time.
Around 62 metres it appears to be. Have you had throwers explain to you, Heather, why the purpose of the shout?
It's a hard one to, I don't think I've ever asked, but that mindset of you just giving it everything, and you're in that zone and you don't even notice it comes out in so many sports, and athletes won't be even aware of their doing of that. It's
that
just
explosion of energy.
Yeah, it's all coming out, leaving nothing within.
Devendra. Oh, that just came out a little flat.
It's above 60 metres and the Sri Lankan celebrations have already begun. For a lifetime best, it would have been a world record for Devendra to take the silver medal.
Now, Devendra he comes over to Herath. These are great moments, aren't they? India and Sri Lanka. Great neighbours, great rivals. Devendra has to tip the hat today, it would seem, to Herath. Herath in the third round, that monstrous throw of 67-79. It's just what you do on the day, and the day looks like it belongs to Herath. It's a little over 60. Congratulations to Landry and Capel. More action from the javelin, well, or at least acknowledgement of the new world record for Herath. Gurjar. So there. So a great day for the subcontinent with India and Sri Lanka. So Herath first, Devendra second, and Gurjar third. And that world record, 67-79, almost 4 meters to the good of Devendra's previous mark. And Gurjar a 64.01. Men's javelin also featured today. It's incredible competition for nations of the subcontinent, Sri Lanka and India featuring in this one with a new world record thrown by Herath. Let's look first of all at Gurjar. And the Indian thrower with his 5th attempt. He knew it was good. A season best of 64.01 for Gurjar. Just 10 centimetres short of his career best. Devendra, world record holder at 63.97. And after a steady start, he would eventually beat his own world record with a throw of 64.35. Devendra's problem today, though, was this man. Herath Mudiyanselagi has this for a 3rd attempt. 67.79. He's beaten the old world record by almost 4 meters. And a personal best for him by some 6 meters.
That's currently putting him in 4th position.
Men's javelin throw F46. This was an event that took place in the early session today. And we had yet another javelin world record, this time from Sri Lanka. Herath Mudiyanselagi threw at 67.79. smashed the old record held by Devendra by almost 4 meters. Devendra having to settle for second, and fellow Indian thrower Sundar Singh Gurjar third.
Accompanied by Chief Executive Officer and President, the Mainichi Newspapers.
Sundar Singh Gurjar had his best throw in the 5th round, a 64.01.
Sundar Singh Gurjar.
Just 10 centimetres short of his career best. He's 2017-2019 world champion. And a season best thrown by him. Must have considered himself a strong chance, but there was one monumental throw from Herath Salage that settled this event. Very good event for the subcontinent. India also claiming the silver through previous world record holder Devendra, 40-year-old from Jaipur. He won gold in Rio and Athens. Won the 2013 Worlds. He actually beat his old world record as well with a 64.35. That was his best throw in the 3rd round. Competition was led early on by Herath Salage through a 62.58, 62.19 in the 3rd, and then from out of nowhere he produced a massive 67.79 to obliterate the world record formerly held by Devendra. It was 63.97. And that was that. The second half of the competition was rather anticlimactic. No one was going to get near it. He fouled with his 5th attempt and didn't bother to throw a 6th because he had secured the gold. He won the Asian Para Games in Jakarta 2018, and he was 3rd in Rio, twice 2nd at World Championships. Came in with a PB of 61.84 and leaves with a PB of 67.79. Sri Lanka has but one medal at these games so far, and it is Herath's gold. Sri Lanka, India and India. There was a nice moment of camaraderie between these three at the end of the competition. It's just surprising what's happening with these throwing events here at the National Stadium. So many personal bests, Paralympic records being broken, and when world records go, they've often going by 5 or 10% over the previous month.